So Kanye West has been promoting the mark of the beast and false worship recently, but unknowingly. How? Stick around because in this video you will learn what is the mark of the beast to begin with. How does Kanye promote it unknowingly? How does his music promote false worship? Who is the beast of Revelation 13 in the first place? Who is the second beast of Revelation 13? What is the image of the beast spoken about in Revelation 13? And how does all of this tie in with Kanye and his music? But before we get into it, please make sure to check out the website schoolforprophets.tv. Here is where you can find the first 15 minutes of From America to Babylon, which is a prophecy movie. You can stream it now for a donation of $1.99. The donations are going to go towards the next film, Babylon the Great Whore. If you guys want to support this ministry, you guys can scroll down. There's a donation button here. Or if you guys want more options, you can go to more options and buy some Kingdom shirts. You can buy DVDs. And by the way, From America to Babylon is already available on DVD, pre-order. And you can also buy some artwork that I do, and of course, other ways to donate. So please stop by schoolforprophets.tv if you guys want to support. What's up guys, my name is Tilla. You guys can follow me on all social media if you guys want to. Again, we are talking about Kanye West. Now Kanye announced himself as a Christian evangelist or rap evangelist or whatever you want to call it, and that he has turned to the Lord now. But is he truthfully doing God's will? At the end of this lesson, we will have learned who is the beast, who is the second beast, what is the image of the beast, and what is the mark of the beast. And then we are going to dissect Kanye's lyrics to one of his songs, and we are going to learn that he actually unknowingly promotes the mark of the beast and false worship. Now, what is the mark of the beast anyway, and how does Kanye promote it? First of all, in order for us to know what is the mark of the beast, we must first know who is the beast to begin with. Now, some Christians, when they think mark of the beast, they automatically assume what it is without first figuring out who is the beast from whom his mark comes. Get it? Because it is the mark of the beast. Now, let me ask, if I tell you beware of the footprints of the animal, what would your response be? Which animal are you talking about, right? Specify to me which animal it is so that I know what footprint to watch out for. It's the same thing with the mark of the beast. We can't just assume barcode or digital watch or tattoo as if that is for sure the mark of the beast without first knowing who exactly is the beast from whom the mark comes. Revelation 13. Starting from verse 13, talking about the second beast now, here's what it says. And he, the second beast, doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So as you can see, it is very important to know who is the beast first, who is the second beast, and what is this image of the beast. And we know that the mark of the beast is directly connected to false worship. Image of the beast worship. The worship of the beast and his image. Revelation 14 and verse 11, talking about those who worship the beast. Here's what it says. And the smoke of their torment, these are the wicked who worship the beast and have their mark. It says, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest, day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So right there, it is directly connected to worshiping the beast and his image. The mark of the beast is directly connected to worshiping the beast and his image. Revelation 16, starting from verse 1. And I heard a great voice out of the temple saying to the 7 angels, Go your ways and pour out the vials of the wrath of God upon the earth. And the first went and poured out his vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them which worshipped his image. Again, the mark of the beast is directly connected to false worship, the worship of the image of the beast. Revelation 19, starting from verse 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophets that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worshipped his image. Again, the mark of the beast is closely connected to false worship, which is the worship of the beast and his image. So it is easy to realize just from studying the Bible alone that the mark of the beast is directly connected to false worship, the worship of the image of the beast and the beast himself. Well, who is the beast? In order for us to know what is the mark of the beast, we have to know who is the beast. Again, it's kind of like looking for a footprint of an animal. Which animal are you talking about? So in order for us to know what the mark of the beast is, we have to know who is the beast in the first place. Well, what is a beast biblically in Bible prophecy? Daniel 7 and verse 17. Daniel 7 and verse 17 talks about prophetic beasts. Here's what it says. These great beasts, which are for kings, which shall arise out of the earth. Now we know that kings and kingdoms are used synonymously in the Bible because you cannot have a king without a kingdom, and you cannot have a kingdom without a king. If you go to verse 23, here's what it says. Thus he said, the fourth beast shall be the fourth kingdom upon the earth. Now, for those of you guys who want to study a little deeper about this, I have a movie out. It's called From Babylon to America. The link is in the description box. And also From America to Babylon, which is the part 2 of that movie. And it will be out soon, November 24th. But for now, here is a recap. A beast in Bible prophecy is a king or a kingdom, or we call it now a political entity. Political entity. So that is what a beast is in Bible prophecy. That is what a beast is symbolic for in Bible prophecy. A beast is symbolic for a kingdom, or we call it now a political entity. Now we must first learn some more keys in order for us to know who this beast is. And this is just a short version. What is blasphemy in the Bible? In John 10, Jesus is talking to the Jews and he says this, I and my Father are one. Then the Jews took up stones again to stone him. Jesus answered them, Many good works have I showed you from my Father. For which of those works do ye stone me? And the Jews answered him, saying, For a good work we stone thee not, but for blasphemy, and because that thou, being a man, makest thyself God. So Jesus, being a man, quote, quote, being a man, makes himself God. And to them, that is blasphemy. And so that's the first definition of blasphemy, when a man claims to be God on earth. But it's okay for Christ because he is God. But the first definition of blasphemy is when a man claims to be God on earth. In Mark 2, this was when Jesus Christ healed the sick of the palsy. He said, Son, thy sins be forgiven thee. But there were certain of the scribes sitting there and reasoning in their hearts, Why doth this man speak blasphemies? Who can forgive sins but God only? So definition number 2 for blasphemy is when a man claims to have the power to forgive sin. That is blasphemy according to Scripture. When a man claims to have the power to forgive sin, but it's okay for Christ because he is God. What is definition number 3 now? Mark 14. In Mark 14, starting from verse 60, this was when Jesus was taken in for questioning, and the high priest stood up in the midst and asked Jesus, saying, Answerest thou nothing? What is it which these witness against thee? But he held his peace and answered nothing. Again the high priest asked him and said unto him, Art thou the Christ, the Son of the Blessed? And Jesus said, I am. And ye shall see the Son of Man sitting on the right hand of power, coming in the clouds of heaven. Then the high priest rent his clothes, and saith, What need we any further witnesses? Ye have heard the blasphemy. So Jesus Christ claims to be the Christ, and it is blasphemous. So in the Bible, when a man claims to be the Christ, that is blasphemy. That is blasphemy. So, what is blasphemy? By Bible definition, blasphemy is when a man claims to be God on earth, when a man claims to have the power to forgive sin, and when a man claims to be Christ. That is blasphemy. Now, let's check out Revelation 13 again to see what it has to say about the beast. We're going to look at a couple things. Revelation 13, starting from verse 4, talking about the beast now. And they worshipped the dragon which gave power unto the beast, and they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast, who is able to make war with him. So they worshipped the beast. This is a religious system. And who is able to make war with the beast? It is also a political system. It's a union of church and state, a religio-political power, a union of church and state. Let's go back to Revelation 13. Starting from verse 5, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. There goes that word again. And power was given unto him to continue 42 months. 42 months. We're talking Bible prophecy here. We're talking prophetic months. 42 months. 30 days each month in Hebrew calendar. That would be 1260 prophetic days. Now, what is a prophetic day equal to in the Bible? Let's go to Ezekiel 4. Here, God declares a prophecy about Jerusalem. God declares a prophecy about Israel and Judah. And here's what he says. He tells Ezekiel to lie down on his left side and then on his right side a number of days. And then he says, according to the number of the days that thou shalt lie upon it, thou shalt bear their iniquity. And then he says, I have appointed thee each day for a year. So God declares a number of days in prophecy, which equal to literal years. So a day in Bible prophecy is equal to a year, literally. Let's go to Numbers 14 now. God declares a prophecy. Check this out. After the number of the days in which ye search the land, even 40 days, each day for a year shall ye bear your iniquities, even 40 years. And ye shall know my breach of promise. So God declares a prophecy to the Israelites saying you will search the land for 40 days, but actually they did search the land for 40 years. So a day in Bible prophecy is symbolic for a year, literally. A day in Bible prophecy, symbolic for a year, literally. Now we can go on in Revelation 13 and look at all the symbols there, but we don't have time. So this is the short version. What are the keys again? Beast. What is a beast a symbol for in Bible prophecy? A political entity. What is blasphemy in Bible prophecy? Someone who claims to be God, someone who claims to have the power to forgive sin, and someone who claims to be the Christ. The beast is a religio-political power. We've seen that from Revelation 13. They worship the beast who can make war with the beast. It is a religious, political power. And the beast also reigns for 42 months, 30 days each month. That would be 1260 prophetic days, which would be 1260 literal years. Now, who is this beast? Now, I'm going to tell you guys this just like I tell you guys before. I'm not here to ridicule people. I'm not here to make fun of anybody or ridicule a group of people. I'm just here to tell you guys the truth. I'm just here to tell you guys the truth. Who is the beast? None other than the papacy. None other than the papacy. The papacy is a beast. It is a religio-political figure. It is a union of church and state, the papacy. The papacy is the only church that has its own Swiss army. The History of the Christian Church, Volume 3, page 327 says, the Roman Church state power became supreme in Christendom in 538 AD due to a letter of the Roman Emperor Justinian known as Justinian's Decree, which set up and acknowledged the Bishop of Rome as the head of all churches. It gave the Roman Church state political power, civil power, as well as ecclesiastical power. This letter became part of Justinian's code, the fundamental law of the empire, and that year Pope Vigilius ascended the throne under the military protection of Belisarius. So the papacy is a combination of church and state. It is a religio-political power. Is it blasphemous? Does the head of the papacy, the Pope, claim to be God on earth? In fact, he does. He claims to even have the title Holy Father. He claims to be God on earth. They even say that they, on this earth, have the place of God Almighty. The great encyclical Letters to Leo XIII, page 304, we hold upon this earth the place of God Almighty. So they claim that they hold upon earth the place of God Almighty. And of course, that God Almighty that they're talking about is the Pope, the quote-quote Holy Father. Does the papacy claim to have the power to forgive sin? Dignity and Duties of the Priest, page 34, were the Redeemer, Jesus Christ, to descend into the church and sit in a confessional to administer the sacrament of penance, and a priest to sit in a confessional, Jesus would say over each penitent, Ego te absolvo, Latin for I forgive you. The priest would likewise say over each of his penitents, Ego te absolvo, that means I forgive you. And the penitents of each would be equally absolved or forgiven. That means if Jesus forgives me of my sin and a priest forgives you of your sin, we are both equally absolved or forgiven. That is blasphemy. That's blasphemy. Does the spokesperson of the papacy claim to be the Christ? The Archbishop of Venice, prior to becoming Pope Pius X, says this: the Bishop of Rome is not only the representative of Jesus Christ, but he is Jesus Christ himself, hidden under the veil of flesh. Does the Bishop of Rome speak? It is Jesus Christ who speaks. That is blasphemy, claiming to be the Christ. In fact, the Pope's official title is Vicarius Filii Dei. That means replacement Christ. Vicarius, replacement. Replacement. Filii Dei, the Son of God. The replacement Son of God. Another word for replacement is anti Son of God. Son of God, Christ. Anti-Christ, the replacement Christ. The Pope is claiming to be Christ on earth. That is blasphemy. That is 3 already. The papacy is a beast. It is a political entity and also a church entity. So it's a beast and also a religio-political power, a union of church and state. It is also blasphemous, the papacy. Did the papacy reign 42 prophetic months or 1260 prophetic days, which would be 1260 years, literally? Now remember, the papacy gained its power, seat, and authority from pagan Rome in the year 538 AD. So 538 AD is the starting point. When did the papacy lose its power? 1798 AD, when Napoleon got sick and tired of taking orders from the Pope. He asked his General Berthier, to arrest the Pope. And that year, 1798, was when the papacy's power got taken out. The papacy was still there, but it was deadly wounded. It no longer had its power. 538 AD to 1798 AD, that would be 1260 literal years. 1260 literal years. So the beast is none other than the papacy. Now I know you guys are probably asking, what's this got to do with Kanye? You'll see in just a moment. Who is the second beast? Revelation 13, starting from verse 11. Right when the papacy was going down, he that leadeth into captivity shall also go into captivity. That's the Pope, when he was captured by Berthier. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and faith of the saints. Now, when the first beast was going down, right when the first beast was going down, 1798, so in the late 1700s, John sees another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. Who is this second beast? First of all, let's look at the description. He had two horns like a lamb. Who is the lamb? Who is the lamb in the Bible? Who is the lamb a symbol of in the Bible? John 1 and verse 29, behold, the Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world. That lamb is Jesus Christ. And this beast in Revelation 13 and verse 11 is going to be a lamb-like beast. That would be a Christ-like beast, a Christ-like nation, a Christian nation. What is the only Christian nation that came up late 1700s while the papacy was going down? None other than the United States of America. The only Christian nation that came up, that became big, that became a superpower right when the papacy was going down, 1798, late 1700s. Late 1700s. The Declaration of Independence, 1776. The Constitution was ratified after that. 1798 was the very year where every country in the world looked at America as an established nation. America is the second beast of Revelation 13. Revelation 13, look what it says now. He doeth wonders so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by the sword and did live. What is the image of the beast now? What is the image of the beast? Now remember, the beast is the papacy. The second beast is America. So now the second beast is going to erect this image of the beast. An image in the Bible is a likeness of something. So what is the likeness of a beast? What is the beast? A combination of church and state. So in America, they will erect an image to this beast, the papacy, which is a union of church and state. So then America is going to tell its citizens to merge church and state. That's how you get the image, the likeness of the papacy. What was the papacy? A union of church and state. And so now here in America, church and state will unite. America will soon merge or unite church and state, which is the image of the beast. And then it says in Revelation 13, the second beast will give power and life to the image of the beast, that it should both speak and cause. What does a superpower do when it speaks? What would a political power speak about? Laws and legislations. So it'll speak and cause. Cause means to enforce those laws and legislations. Revelation 13. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, make laws and legislations, and cause, enforce those laws and legislations, that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. There goes that phrase again, worship the image of the beast. Now, first of all, what is worship? What is worship? When you say you worship God, what does that mean? How do you worship God? Well, let's go to the Bible. The Bible will tell us exactly what it means to worship God. Psalms 95, verse 6. Oh, come, let us worship and bow down. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. So you worship God because He is your Maker. Let us worship and bow down. So to worship means to bow down. To kneel before the one who you worship. What was the original Hebrew for the word worship? It is shakah. It means to prostrate oneself, to bow down, to crouch, to fall, usually in obedience or submission. So to worship means to obey. To worship means to obey. If you worship God, it means you obey Him. And what do you do when you obey God other than keeping His 10 commandments? That's what it means to worship God. So if you worship God, you are keeping His commandments, His laws. And if you worship the beast, you will be keeping the beast's laws and commandments. So those who have the mark of the beast are going to be worshiping the beast and his image. Those who have the mark of the beast are going to be obeying the beast and his image, and the commandments of the beast and his image, and the laws of the beast and his image. So those who have the mark of the beast are going to be abiding in the laws of the beast, the laws of the papacy, and the laws of the image of the beast, the union of church and state here in America. So if you worship the beast, you are keeping the commandments of the beast being the papacy. Does the papacy have its own commandments? Yes, they do. And the mark of the beast, which would be the mark of the papacy, is part of their version of the 10 commandments. So if the papacy is the beast, then what is the commandment? What is the law? What is the commandment that is their mark of authority? First of all, what is the original Greek meaning of the word mark? It is the Greek word charagma, which means an etching or a stamp or a sculptured figure, a graven, a mark, or a badge of servitude. So then a mark in the Bible is an imprint indicating ownership, but we are talking Bible prophecy. We're not talking about a literal mark. We're talking about a spiritual mark, not a literal mark. So if you have the mark of the beast, it means he owns you and that you accept his authority. What then is the mark of the papacy's authority? They themselves declare their own mark. Catholic Record of London, Ontario, September 1, 1923. Sunday is our mark of authority. The church is above the Bible, and this transference of Sabbath observance is proof of that fact. H.F. Thomas, Chancellor of Cardinal Gibbons, says this: of course, the Catholic Church claims that the change Saturday Sabbath to Sunday was her act, and the act is a mark of her ecclesiastical authority in religious things. Cardinal Gibbons, in Faith of Our Fathers, 92nd edition, page 89, freely admits, you may read the Bible from Genesis to Revelation and you will not find a single line authorizing the sanctification of Sunday. The scriptures enforce the religious observance of Saturday, a day which we, the Catholic Church, never sanctify. Again, the Catholic Mirror, official publication of James Cardinal Gibbons, September 23, 1893. The Catholic Church, by virtue of her divine mission, changed the day from Saturday to Sunday. Our Sunday Visitor, February 5, 1950. Protestants do not realize that by observing Sunday, they accept the authority of the spokesperson of the church, the Pope. What a shocking admission. What a shocking admission. So Sunday is the mark of the papacy's authority. So now we have the beast, which is the papacy, a union of church and state, and the second beast, which is America, who will erect the image of the papacy, meaning America will establish a merging or a union of church and state here in America. And that union of church and state will speak or make laws and legislations and cause or enforce those laws and legislations, namely Sunday law, Sunday worship, which is false worship. False worship. Now do you guys see where Kanye West fits into all of this? We're going to dissect his lyrics in a little bit, but just by this Bible study alone, is Kanye West unknowingly ushering and promoting the mark of the beast Sunday worship, which is false worship? Who's going to call for a Sunday false worship? That would be the second beast via the image of the beast. And it gets even worse than this. Ecclesiastes 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 15 talks about the same thing. That which hath been is now, and that which is to be hath already been, and God requireth that which is past. What that is talking about is that the thing that has happened in the past will happen also in the future. 1 Corinthians 10, this is talking about the Israelites of old and what they went through in the past. Check out what he says now. Now all these things that happen unto them are for what? In samples. In samples. And they are written for our admonition, upon whom the ends of the world are come. So everything that happened in the past, everything that had happened in the past is for us to see what happened in the past, because it's going to happen in the future in the end times. And what happened in the past? What is going to happen in the future? There's going to be a beast. There's going to be an erection of the image of the beast, a likeness of that political religio power, a union of church and state. That's the image of the beast. And then people are going to be conducting false worship, the worship of the image of the beast, the worship of the image of a political power. What is it again? We have a beast, the papacy, a union of church and state, a union of political and religious powers. That's the beast. And then we will have an erecting of the image or the likeness, a replica of the papacy, a union of church and state here on earth. And those who will conduct a false worship, the worship of the image of the beast. Let's just get that in our minds. Let's get that in our minds. Does this sound familiar to you guys? In Exodus, when Moses and Joshua was talking to God up on the mountain, what did they hear? They heard music. Exodus 32, starting from verse 17. And when Joshua heard the noise of the people as they shouted, he said unto Moses, there is a noise of war in the camp. And he said, it is not the voice of them that shout for mastery, neither is it the voice of them that cry for being overcome, but the noise of them that sing do I hear. What was the people doing? The people were singing. The people were singing. What were they singing about? Who were they singing to? Check this out. Let's continue. Verse 19, and it came to pass as soon as he came nigh unto the camp that he saw the calf and the dancing. What is he talking about? The calf. Remember what they did before this? They melted gold to make themselves an image of the calf. What is a calf? A beast. The calf is a beast. What did they do? They erected an image of the calf. A golden image of a beast. A golden image of a beast. Check this out. And it came to pass, as soon as he came nigh unto the camp, that he saw the calf, this image of a beast, and the dancing, and also the singing, the dancing. And Moses' anger waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hands, and brake them beneath the mount. And he took the calf which they had made, and burnt it in the fire, and ground it to powder. So, what were they doing? Conducting false worship. They were bowing down to the image of a beast. They were bowing down, worshiping an image of a beast. And how did they do it? By singing and dancing. Does that remind you of something? At the sound of the music, you will worship this image of the beast. In the end times, what is it? The mark of the beast. And those who have the mark of the beast are worshiping the image of the beast. Here they are singing and dancing to worship the image of the beast. What is the mark of the beast in the end time? Sunday law. Sunday observance. Is that ringing a bell? Sunday observance. Singing to worship the image of the beast. And what is the image of the beast? What is it? What does it require from you? The image of the beast. Worship. How do you worship the image of the beast? Sunday observance. Are there people singing about a Sunday? Daniel 3. Daniel 3. Now this was when Nebuchadnezzar erected an image of gold. An image of gold. And that image of gold is an image of a man, which was King Nebuchadnezzar. He erected an image of gold. And what is a beast in the Bible? A beast is a political figure. Is King Nebuchadnezzar a political figure? Yes. So then essentially, he not only erected an image of gold of himself, a human being, but symbolically, he erected an image of gold, an image of a beast. An image of a beast. And here's what it says, starting from verse 4. Then an herald cried aloud, "To you it is commanded, O people, nations, and languages, that at what time ye hear the sound of cornet, flute, harp, sackbut, psaltery, dulcimer, and all kinds of music, ye shall fall down and worship the golden image that Nebuchadnezzar, the king, hath set up." What is this false worship conducted by? Music. Music. And whoso falleth not down and worshipeth shall the same hour be cast into the midst of a burning fiery furnace. At the sound of the music you shall worship the golden image. At the sound of the music you shall worship the golden image of this beast, of this political figure. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound familiar? Is there going to be in the end times a false worship, a system of false worship? Those who abide by the Sunday law indicates that they are owned by the papacy, the beast, and that they worship and obey the papacy and his image, Sunday law. In Daniel 3, what was this false worship conducted by? What was the cue to bow down and worship this image of a beast? Music. In the end times, is there going to be some people who will come up with music to promote Sunday law, the worship of the image of the beast? Now you guys see where Kanye fits in all this. Now I know. I don't know his heart. I don't know Kanye's heart. I don't know if he's truly converted or sincere. I don't know. That's between him and God. But he is unknowingly, or maybe knowingly, who knows? But he is, to me, I believe that he's unknowingly promoting with his music the false worship of the image of the beast. Just like them of old time. They promoted false worship through music. Exodus 32. They promoted false worship, the worship of the image of the beast, through music. Daniel 3. They promoted false worship, the worship of the image of this beast, Nebuchadnezzar, through music. At the sound of the music, you shall bow down and worship this image. In the end times, is it happening again? Are there people who are conducting music that promote the bowing down to the image of the beast? Sunday false worship? Kanye West. We're gonna dissect his lyrics. Closed on Sunday. Here's what Kanye West's song says. Closed on Sunday, you're my Chick-fil-A. Now you guys already know, Chick-fil-A is a Christian establishment, a Christian restaurant that are closed on Sundays. Closed on Sunday, you're my Chick-fil-A. Hold the selfies, put the gram away. What is he saying here? Stop glorifying yourself, put the Instagram away. Glorify someone else that day. Closed on Sunday. That day, Sunday, don't glorify yourself, glorify someone else. Then he says, get your family, y'all hold hands and pray. Another indication that this is a religious day, Sunday. Now check out what this says. This is the second chorus, I'm guessing. Closed on Sunday, you're my Chick-fil-A, you're my number one. I thought this was interesting. You're my number one with the lemonade. Now to anybody who's looking at this, they're probably thinking, number one, Chick-fil-A, it's all word association. Chick-fil-A is a restaurant. Number one, usually that's a combination, combo number one. You're my number one with the lemonade, but look deeper. Look deeper. Look deeper at what it's saying. Closed on Sunday, you're my Chick-fil-A, talking about Sunday. You are my number one, talking about Sunday. You are my number one. You are my number one, talking about Sunday now. Sunday is his number one. What does that mean? Number one in number? Or number one as in primary? I believe he's talking about primary. You're my number one. You're my number one day. You're my primary day. You are the day above all days, is what Kanye is talking about. It's obvious in another song of his. He says, the strong start on Sundays. So he's talking about Sunday here. Sunday is his number one day. It's his primary day. It's his day above all days. What does the Bible say is the day above all days? Sunday or Sabbath? The Sabbath. The Sabbath is the day above all days. Remember the Sabbath. Keep it holy. Holy means separate. Separate for a godly use. Everything. See, a lot of people say every day is Sabbath now. That's not true. If every day is Sabbath, you can't keep every day holy. You cannot. It goes against the very definition of holy. Holy means separate. So if you're keeping every day separate, it's no longer separate. They're all conjoined together. It's no longer holy. Sabbath is the holy day, not Sunday. Sabbath. But what he's saying here, Sunday is his primary day, the day above all days. It's his number one day. It's his number one day. Check out what it says. I thought this was very interesting. Closed on Sundays, you're my Chick-fil-A. You're my number one with the lemonade. What does that mean? If you think of lemonade, what does that make you think? Lemonade. It makes me think of a hot summer day and you're drinking lemonade. Why? For relaxation. So Sunday is his primary day, the day of relaxation, the day of rest is what he's trying to say. Sunday. Biblically, what is the day of rest? Sabbath. Sabbath is God's holy day. Sunday is the papacy's holy day. Sunday is the papacy's holy day. Sunday is the mark of the papacy's authority. Sunday is the mark of the beast. And he's singing about Sunday. How we should worship on Sunday. Is he ushering unknowingly a Sunday law? The mark of the beast? False worship? I believe he is. He probably doesn't know it. He most likely doesn't know. Maybe he's genuine. Maybe he's sincere. But people can be sincere. They could also be sincerely wrong. This is how Kanye is promoting the mark of the beast unknowingly. and unknowingly promoting false worship. So again, what do we have in the end times? We have the beast, the papacy, a union of church and state. The second beast, America, who will erect the image of the beast, the likeness of the papacy, a union of church and state here in America. They will speak or legislate a Sunday law and cause or enforce that Sunday law, and whoever abides by and bows down to that Sunday law is worshiping and obeying the beast and his image and receives Sunday as a mark indicating ownership over them. If you guys want to know more about that, I have a movie on it. It's called From Babylon to America. Link is in the description. If you guys want a full study on this topic, link is in the description. It's called From Babylon to America, or you guys can watch From Babylon to America Part 2, which is called From America to Babylon, coming out soon, November 24th. Watch it. It gives us more detail, more information on this exact same study topic we're talking about. What is the mark of the beast? Who is the beast? Who is the second beast? What is the image of the beast? But now we have learned what is the mark of the beast that Sunday. How does Kanye promote it unknowingly? Through his music. Closed on Sunday. Promotes Sunday. Keeping. That's the mark of the beast. How does his music promote false worship? Again, same thing. Promotes Sunday worship. It's false worship. Who is the beast of Revelation 13? That's the papacy. Who is the second beast of Revelation 13? That's America. What is the image of the beast spoken about in Revelation 13? The union of church and state here in America. And how does all this tie in with Kanye and his music? He is the one conducting the music that will get people to bow to a Sunday law. That's what we learned in this video. Thank you guys again. If you guys are blessed by this, please like and share. And of course, make sure to check out schoolforprophets.tv. The movie From America to Babylon is out on DVD now. It's available now on DVD. It will be shipping out this week. It'll be shipping out this week. You guys can pre-order the DVDs now, schoolforprophets.tv. So thank you guys for coming through. That's what we have for today. Please pray for Kanye. Pray that he learns the truth about what he's doing. Pray that he learns the truth about the false worship that he's promoting. Pray that someone gets to him. Thank you guys again. Praise God always. And I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, please don't forget to stop by schoolforprophets.tv. This is where you can find the first 15 minutes of From America to Babylon. You can stream it now for a donation of $1.99, and the donation is going to go towards the next film, Babylon the Great Whore. If you scroll down, you can watch all of our videos here. If you scroll down some more, you can donate here, and also we have more options here for you guys to donate. If you scroll down even more, you can buy clothes, you can buy DVDs, you can buy paintings, and if you want to donate via check, you can do that here too. If you guys have any Bible questions, you can scroll down, you can submit your questions here, you can become an SFP partner here, find out how, and you can also email me here personally if you guys want to. Thank you guys again. Praise God always, and I'll see you guys next time. What's up guys, my name is Attila. You guys can follow me on all social media if you guys want to, because I am recording this and I don't know what I'm doing right now, so let's just do it over again. What's up guys, my name is Attila. You guys can follow me on all social media if you guys want to. Again, what's up guys, my name is Attila. You guys can follow me on all social media. Why am I messing up? Why am I messing up right now? Okay.